What's up guys, this week's main event is epic. Arman Tsarukyan versus Mateusz Gamrot. These two guys are the dark horses of the division. These guys are going to be the future champions of the division in my opinion. This is going to be an epic battle. But before we get into it guys, this video is sponsored by Full Reptile Collective, brought to you by Dan Hardy. Head over to their website at fullreptile.co.uk where you can find anything from training gear, t-shirts, hoodies, all the way to coffee. For an exclusive 10% off, use Dan Said So at checkout. Make sure to also check out their YouTube channel for some of the best MMA content out there, bar my own. Let's get back to the video. So let's start with Arman here guys. Making his debut in 2019, he had a debut against Islam Makhachev. That is a damn hard debut to get there, and it was a super competitive wrestling bout essentially. You know, some good overhand rights landed by Arman, some beautiful chain wrestling by Islam, and obviously Islam did win that fight. Arman has only lost once in the UFC. He's lost 2 overall. I think it was like his 2nd fight ever, so he's only ever lost twice. But the dude is a ridiculous wrestler. Absolutely superb. He is nearly as good as Islam in my opinion. So Arman, guys, in my opinion, is a little more explosive than someone like Islam. He's looking to double leg you to the floor, and instead of pass guard and control like Islam does to work that submission. Not saying Arman doesn't do it or won't do it, but I'm saying more effective than not. He'll rain down damage. He wants to hurt you badly, and we saw that mainly in the Joel Alvarez fight. That was a really pick-em for me going into that. Joel is really good. Arman was the favourite. I wasn't too sure how Arman would overcome someone like Joel Alvarez style. He just picked him up, dropped him on his head, held him in guard and smashed elbows over the top and decimated Joel Alvarez. Finished him in round 2 as well, which is really impressive. And you know, he's since losing to Islam, he is on a 5-fight win streak. He's looked damn good. So what we saw from Arman against Christos, guys, is that left hook. He does have power in his hands. He does know how to use his boxing. It's not in and out pocket fighting. It's no uppercuts. It's no bobbing and weaving. It's just in and out, explosive power to get that wrestling, to get it to the ground, to then land that damage and finish the fight. So now we turn to Mateusz Gamrot, guys, and he opened up his account in the UFC against Guram, which is not an easy name to say, but it's an even harder guy to fight. That guy is absolutely clinical when it comes to the striking, got up really well, and Mateusz, although he's a grappler, although he's a phenomenal Jiu Jitsu practitioner, although he has so much control about his game, he can strike for the best of them. He really can. What he did to Scott Holtzman, beautiful. Knocked him clean out. Kimura, Jeremy Stevens, and then Diego Ferreira obviously finished him as well. So since fighting Guram last, he has fought 3 more times, all finishes. The guy is a specimen. He's got a lot of hype behind him. I think he's the future of the division. I think Arman is as well. This is a real fight where I can see these guys fighting 2 or 3 more times down the line when they're both in the higher rankings as well. They're both young in their careers here. I know that he's got a lot of experience at 20-1. The guy has so much control about his game, passing through guards, grabbing limbs and just snapping them. I really like Mateusz here, but when you're against someone like Arman, whose game is about power and control and then heavy damage, they mirror each other extremely well. I would give the edge obviously to stand up to Mateusz Gamrot, who was able to stand with Guram for all that fight. I did have him losing. I don't know why it was a split decision. I thought Guram did win quite comfortably, to be honest. I thought it was 2-1, but Gamrot has the advantage over Arman here in the striking for sure. Within the wrestling department, you'd have to give it to Arman, but with control on the ground, that's up in the air. You know, Gamrot has fought like Gary Tonin and gone 7 minutes. He did get subbed, but he's doing these high level grappling tournaments, competing extremely well, winning a lot. Arman has a different kind of game, and you could definitely see him getting snatched by something, especially a neck. Leaving a neck exposed could happen as well. Personally, guys, I am siding with Arman. I think he's a slightly safer pick, and I hate to be a safe person here, but Mateusz has all the potential to win this fight. He really does. It's a very close fight, but based on what I saw Arman do to Joel Alvarez, I think he could do that sort of thing to Mateusz. I think he could hold him in one position. I don't think he's going to take him down past his guard like he has done everybody else. But I do think if he gets into the ground, he's going to punish him hard. He's going to make him pay, and he's going to land those devastating heavy shots from top game. I think it's all going to be based in the guard or half guard, to be honest. I don't think he's going to get into any more advantageous position against someone like Gamrot. But if he stays on the feet and he can't get Gamrot down, Gamrot should win this fight. Really close fight here, guys. I'm so excited for this main event. It is a brilliant fight, great matchmaking. I hope we see it again down the line as well, because they're fighting each other relatively early in their UFC tenures here. So guys, I am slightly edging towards Arman here, but it's a damn close fight, and I'm going to put a poll out as well and see what people think of this one, because I reckon it's going to be slightly 50-50. If you have enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and for God's sake, enjoy this fight. Cheers, guys.